cyberpunks and retro nerds? Johnny Rocket here. It's a Saturday night. Neon Trash is down in the basement yet again. And of course, with your hostess with the mostest, Tommy the Hammer.
Hey, hey!
The drunken, dreaded Gino.
Gino?
I tried to say Dino, but it came, I don't know, drunken game. Oh, I should have just say gamer and Dean at the same time, but it came out Gino. That was great.
It was great.
What'd you bring?
Oh, we got a classic film tonight, Caligula.
And I was like, isn't that a porn?
Yeah, right? Like, This
was back when the porn companies used to make feature films, but still had pornography in them. And this is a classic with a young Malcolm McDowell and Peter O'Toole. 79 release. This is gonna be nice. I've never seen this movie because I've been waiting to get a cheap release because the DVD special edition went for so much for such a long time. I was like, fuck that.
We'll find some Harry Bush trailer, peep that shit, lay your eyes on the motherfucking prize. When we get back, you guys are gonna know all four of our opinions on Caligula. Bang.
See ya.
They spoke of it first in whispers. Then it took the media by storm.
I have existed from the morning of the world, and I shall exist until the last star falls from the heavens. Although I have taken the form of Caius Caligula, I am a god.
Bob Guccione and Penthouse Films International present Caligula.
You amateur.
Amateur!
No treachery could equal his evil. No evil was more treacherous.
He's mad!
Caligula, the emperor who devoured Rome.
Crawl! 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 I hate them!
Malcolm McDowell, Teresa Ann Savoy, Helen Mirren, Peter O'Toole, John Gielgud. No rumor can match the reality. Caligula, rated R.
Alright, we should film about the talk.
Let's film about the talk.
Let's talk about the film.
Guys, it is literally 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
2:20.
2:20. And we just got done wrapping up the movie Caligula, starring Malcolm McDowell. Hell of a movie.
It was a bit of a Caligula, if you will.
It really broke boundaries, and to this day, 2020, I feel like this movie is definitely shaking the cage, definitely doing things its own way, and shocking people in ways that they aren't completely ready for. I feel like at the end of the day, though, this movie is a success, but at the same time, it's very long. You've got a 2-hour-long movie here with a pornography budget, adult movie budget, and so part of the movie has got to be that. It cannot just be exotic costumes, set designs. It can't be just these A-list actors turning in.
They were doing it a lot.
Hell of a performances. I feel like this movie had to have that, and then at the same time, it needed to be a pornography.
Well, I'm gonna say it's like Ben-Hur with BJ's. There's extremely overdone, elaborate sets. The costume and wardrobe was insane. You got the big names, and it was by a pornography company, so it had everything going on for it. This movie is pretty crazy. There's a shit ton of orgies, I'll say that. Like, you'd nod off, and you wake up, and there'd be another orgy scene, and you'd be like, holy shit.
But yeah, the fifth one, I'm just like, oh, another big another orgy.
It's really the depiction of how it went down. So I mean, it was a good film.
I don't know. There's many lines of thought here. They thought it was obligatory to make a story with the porno, and it's like, honestly, like, I don't know whoever asked for the story with the porno, because personally with the porno, it's like you watch porno for a good 2 minutes and you're good, right? Right, guys?
Hey!
It's like, I don't many minutes is this actually? Like
156.
156 minutes. So what?
Did feel like 2.5 hours.
About 2.5 hours worth of fucking.
Yes, a fucking yes.
Yes. It's basically a porn with a movie, and they just slapped it together. It's a 2.5 hour porn movie. This movie makes me feel bad.
It upset me.
It's got good production, but it's not meant to be erotic. I don't think, anyway. Maybe they thought of it like that, but
I think you're right. I don't think it was, honestly.
this movie's kind of gross. But you know, thinking of it as a film, like, you know, they did a good job. A lot of production quality.
Yeah, I completely understand where Dean's coming from here. Like, this film was gross on a number of levels, you know, but that really is juxtaposed against the level of production that went into it, and the budget that was, like, the sets. Yeah, it was a lot of it's, you know, soundstage and whatnot, but like huge sound stages, you know, like that seems where like all the money, like not all the money, because obviously we have A-list actors who are getting paid for this, but yeah, like the rest of the money went into set design and costuming.
It's almost like a Broadway fucking porn.
It's like they're like, we want to make a historical movie, but a porno. What should we pick? Aha! Caligula, right? That guy was all kinds of crazy shit. Let's do something about him, you know, and I don't know, yeah, I'm left just kind of wondering why, really. Like, I mean, I love Malcolm McDowell in this.
In today's day and age, we can just chalk it up to cult cinema or exploitation cinema, but it's like you guys were saying, like, films during this era were made for different reasons, and you gotta remember, there was no internet, there was no cell phones, there was no computers to speak of, so when people went out to get it all, they would go to the theater, and Caligula gives you it all. You've got every form of debauchery. It really is a personal preference. I mean, what you're taking away from this movie is, you know, what you are looking for.
And you can see, like, they were, I don't want to say, they're not trying to, like, you know, class a porno and, like, let's make this, but really...
Now they're doing a tale. The tale just has a lot of debauchery.
And it really is, I mean, it ends tragically.
It does.
You know, and
like
ends
a movie.
abruptly. Finally, it's just like it builds up to this, and then, it's just... Yeah, it really is awful. Maybe that's the message it's trying to send.
And I
it's
feel like the
this
low...
horrible lifestyle leads to this tragic ending.
Right.
So, like...
I feel like a low star count is warranted. I feel like a high star count is warranted. And I feel like that's the true takeaway to this movie, is that it's got faults, it's got pluses. You know what I'm saying? It's significant, it's not, but...
It is polarizing that way. Like, it's either going to be in your wheelhouse or not. Like, this is... it's... to be kind of middling around, this is either you're going to really get into it, get something out of it, you know, or you're just going to be like, oh, that was a wolf.
The live burst scene was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a hard movie to get through for a number of reasons. The rape, the debauchery, the sex, the orgies, you know what I'm saying?
The childbirth,
the death sequences, everything.
It's a woof-er.
Like, the whole, cause I knew about the part where he fell in love with his horse. Like, that was part of Caligula's insanity.
Right.
That was, like,
Okay,
he was in
right.
love with this fucking horse. Like, he totally trusted his horse. Like, he made his horse, like, I think, like, part of the Senate or something fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah, right, I think I did.
Like,
You made his horse a senator. He was just like...
He was bonkers.
Yeah.
But, like, in the movie, the whole time, I'm like, you know, like, keep presenting the horse. I'm like, yeah, dude.
It really went that low. Like, what's going on? I mean, you'd already seen.
Touched on
I mean, you'd already seen guys spooging in cups and wiping on people. The murder and sex and eating all at the same time. Like, you're waiting for it. You're like, you see all this livestock. You're like, all right, here it comes. Like, you're just.